What it do, y'all? What's popping with it, man? It's your homeboy, the sports man. But what the fuck is popping off, man? Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider motherfucking Nation. Y'all know what it is, man. It's fucking Tuesday night bullshit. We're not even at the middle of the week yet, but that don't mean shit. There's plenty of fucking news to get to, plenty of things to talk about. We're talking about Russell Wilson, talking about the Raiders moving up in the draft. We're talking about the Josh Jacobs situation, and we talking about what the Raiders can do at linebacker. So before we start the show off, you already know what it is. We start this shit off by always saying who this is brought to you by. And it's brought to you by the one and only Drippy Whips. You know what it is, man. If you want to get yourself together, you want to get you a nice ride, something to impress the ladies, or you a nice lady, you want to get something to impress the men, you go holler at your boy at Drippy Whips. Get you something fly. Get you a motherfucking Benz. Get you a fucking Honda. Get you wherever the fuck you want. And if you one of them scrubs, man, start studying like your daddy and quit bullshitting like your granny. You know what it is, man. But look, we'll get straight into it. Russell Wilson. This is a hot topic right now, Raider Nation. Russell Wilson. I'm hearing this side. I'm hearing this side. So I don't know where everybody lie at with it. Me myself, I'm kind of like I know he can help us, right? I'm like, let's look at the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is, last season, Russell Wilson was pretty good. People think he was trash because Denver was trash, but was they trash? I think they got 9 wins. Denver wasn't that bad last season. So I think people still going off of Russell Wilson from 2022. Now let's go ahead and let's check out the numbers from 2022 Russell Wilson with trash ass Nathaniel Hackett, who I told all y'all Raider Nation that he was no good, he didn't deserve the job, and he was trash, and that they was gonna struggle, right? So let's look at Russell Wilson's numbers from that year. That year, he had 16 touchdowns, 11 INTs. And that's fucking crazy because that was his first year on the $200 million deal, right? That was crazy. That didn't make a lot of sense because the year before, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think Russ threw for like 27, 28 touchdowns, had like 6, 7 picks. That's his game. So he was fucking horrible in 2022 with trash ass Hackett. That offense was worse than the NFL. I believe it was 32nd, and it wasn't even his fault. The scheme was trash. The players was nice. They had good players, but the scheme was trash. The coaching was trash. Everything about that shit was fucking garbo. I couldn't fucking take it, and I seen that shit coming. So Russell Wilson game was bad. His game was bad. So now let's look at Russell Wilson in 2023. In 2023, under Sean Payton, now let's keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, Raider Nation. Keep this in mind. Sean Payton fucking hated Russell Wilson from day one. From day one, he fucking never liked Russell Wilson. He had a matter of fact, earlier today, I was watching First Take. And Keyshawn Johnson was saying that he interviewed Sean Payton in the offseason and asked him about Russell Wilson. And he said that Sean Payton said, I like him. He didn't say I love him, I trust him. He didn't elaborate at all. He just said, yeah, I like him. But you already know how that goes. You know how that goes, Raider Nation. These coaches, they don't want to come and live with and die with your guy. They want to come and live and die with their guy. That's just the rule of the game, unless you bringing in a veteran QB, unless you're coming into a situation where it's already a veteran there and you already have something to work with. So this is what they do. So Sean Payton never fucking embraced him. He first thing he did was talk shit, call Russell Wilson out to the public, the whole nine. Never gave him respect, right? So what does Russell Wilson do? He goes out there with all the pressure on him, getting cussed out on the sidelines, getting done dirty, right? What does he do? He goes out there, he throws for 26 touchdowns, 8 INTs. Yeah, yeah, that's what he did. 26 touchdowns, 8 INTs, playing for a coach that fucking hates you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a coach that hates you, that's not embracing you. He's not trying to push you in the right direction. He's ready to shit on you and take you down. That's all Sean Payton wanted to do this season to Russell Wilson. If you watch that all, that's at least that's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying from a Raider fan watching from the sideline. It looked like Russell Wilson was having a much better season, but it didn't matter because Sean Payton wanted his guy no matter what, no matter what, no matter fucking what. So now I'm thinking Sean Payton's gonna move up in the draft. No, I don't think they gotta move up in the draft. I gotta see what pick they got. I think they looking to get a QB now. but I don't know if he want to get a rookie. See, these coaches like to get these rookies if they can, because when you get a rookie QB, that automatically buys you more time. You know what I mean? You get a rookie, you got at least 3 years. You get a veteran, you got like 2 years. You got to make something happen. So I think that Peyton better have a fucking solid fucking plan. Solid plan. They got to be a great plan. He already pitched it to the fucking team, because he has cost the team $85 million in cap space. 85 fucking million in cap space. So he must explain it to the team. So all I'm saying is Sean Payton hated Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson gets 26 TDs, 8 INTs with no support. Now you take him and you put him in a situation where he will be supported with Antonio Pierce, a dog-like mentality. Now let's not act like Russell Wilson is soft now. Let's not act like he's soft now. He done came from the bottom. Let's not forget who Russell Wilson is. He's an underdog. He came in the NFL as somebody that no one thought he can be a Drew Brees kind of player. They weren't sure he can play because he's only 5'10". Let's not forget that. He a battler. He a battler now. He a warrior now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do him dirty like that. So Russell Wilson, he has a lot to work with. And he's another thing about the Raider Nation. Russell Wilson, he's always been one of the best deep throwers in the NFL. And we got a guy that we trying to develop right now into a deep threat. And his name is fucking Tucker, right? So if you got Russell Wilson doing what he does and throwing that deep ball to Tucker, because Devontae is drawing double coverage on the deep in route. He's running the deep in route, and then Tucker's running the 9 route. I mean, come on now. You need a QB who can get the ball there. So if Russ can get the ball there, I know he can. And on top of that, he's gonna come in for like $5 million. $5 million. I mean, you can't get mad at that. You can't get mad at that. But either way it go, you still got to draft your guy, though. I'm not saying get Russell Wilson and then that's it. No, you get Russell Wilson if you can get him for the cheap, and you still got to go out and draft the future. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Antonio Pierce is going to do. He's going to go draft the future for his legacy, because he's got to get a QB that he can ride and die with. You feel me? Because what he's not going to do is ride and die with AOC. He's not going to go out there and ride and die with Josh McDaniels guy. He ain't fucking stupid. The fuck? He know that's a failure. That's a failure. We just seen it with our own eyes. And some say, well, he was only a rookie. AOC was a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie. But let's not pretend like he didn't take all these offseason reps. Like he didn't take all of these training camp reps. All of that shit. Because Jimmy Garoppolo trash ass wasn't even playing because he was hurt. So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying go do it, but I'm saying it's definitely nothing to be mad at, Raider Nation. And we should definitely kick the tires on Russell Wilson for fucking $5 to $7 million or whatever the fuck it is, and we get us the QB we want for the future of the draft. I would not be mad at that, man. Wouldn't be like that. Now, speaking of the draft, let me hit this real quick. Speaking of the draft, everybody know that the Raiders want Jayden Daniels, right? So the thing is, like I've been saying, if you've been watching the last couple of weeks, I've been saying if the Raiders want Jayden Daniels, they got to move up to number 1, because he's going number 1. And now the writing's on the wall now. And I guess Chicago, the Bears is saying, you know what? If you want to come up to number 1, they're coming up with something crazy. They freestyling some crazy ass demand to move up to the number 1 spot. So if they want a whole bunch of crazy shit to move to the number 1 spot, and you're not willing to do it, then you got to say fuck it, right? And that's what it seemed like the Raiders is doing. They see him look like it's unrealistic. They're not gonna do a crazy trade. So it looked like now they saying, all right, fuck it. We ain't gonna get Jayden Daniels at number 1. We can't move up to number 3 or number 2 because these 2 teams are gonna take QBs. So you can pretty much go Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Drake May. That's probably gonna be your top 3 picks in the NFL. Caleb Williams, no, my bad. Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Drake May. That's going to be the top 3. And now after that, the Raiders is trying to trade into the number 5 to 7, 5, 6, and 7. They called up already, trying to see if they can make a call. They can make a deal. So if you can't get Jayden Daniels, now you're looking at a JJ McCarthy. Now you're looking at a Penix Jr. right? Who some people think is second round player, even though he looks like the most NFL ready QB besides Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, right? Like NFL ready. It's just the injuries is what scares people about Penix. And I don't know if the Raiders want to take Penix at number 5, 6, or 7, but that's who they're talking to, the Titans, and I forget who the other two teams were, but they're trying to get that 5, 6, or 7 spot. And you look at who's going to be there. It's Penix Jr., it's Bo Nix, it's J.J. McCarthy. I mean, because I'm telling you, Drake May, he's going to be gone. Fucking Caleb Williams is going to be gone, and so is Jaden Daniels. So it looks like best case scenario, 5, 6, or 7 is going to be, to me, it's going to be Bo Nix, and it's going to be Penix. And it's going to be, do you want to get Penix right now, or do you think you can get him in the second round? And you already know that's a dangerous game to play. That's a dangerous game to play, especially when you're playing for your job as far as Antonio Pierce. This is his first showing, you know. This is his first acting debut. This is his first big screen. So he wanted to make sure he come out there with somebody that represent him. So I think they're going to do their best to move up to the 5, 6, or 7 range, and I think they may be forced to take a Penix. They may be forced to take a Penix, even though I think Penix may fall to 13. I think he'll go to 13. I just hope that they don't go get J.J. McCarthy. I have not seen enough to get J.J. McCarthy. He's a national champion. I'm not disrespecting him. I like that he's mobile. I just think he's pure mobile system guy. He looks like my first read's not open. I'm faster than a lot of guys. I'm a run. But, you know, in the NFL, Lamar Jackson can't even do that. That's 4.2 speed. Lamar Jackson can't even just run away from everybody. So I don't know if J.J. McCarthy is going to translate immediately, and especially if you want to move up. I think McCarthy's there at 13. If you really want McCarthy, I think he's there at 13. You stand pat. You don't use no picks, and you just wait and you just go ahead and get McCarthy if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do. Me personally, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know Penix's injury. He has the injuries. I know that. But damn, he's the most NFL ready that we can get our hands on besides Caleb Williams and obviously Jaden Daniels. Just watch his release. Watch his game. And when I can picture him throwing that ball to Davante Adams. I can picture him throwing that ball to fucking I know Renfro's about to be gone now. So throwing that ball to Michael Mayer and fucking Jacoby Meyer. Shit. You know what I mean? I can see that happening. So, shit. My bad. I'm trying to show the damn. I can see that happen, man. What up with you, man? What up with you, Bernard Wallace? Yeah, but I can see it happening, man, because the Raiders just might have to reach. They might have to reach for Penix Jr. at 5, 6, or 7 because they can't get that guy. There's no way to get their guy. There's no way to get their guy, Jaden Daniels, because you're not going to number 1. And you want Drake May. He's not going to be there at 5, 6, or 7. He's going to be gone. So, like I said, I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go Jaden Daniels to Chicago, Caleb Williams to Washington with Kingsbury, and I think Drake May goes number 3 to forget who the third team was, but I think he goes 3rd overall. And after that, I think it's all depends on what you want. And I think the Raiders just may have to overpay just to make sure they get their guy, because this is everything for Antonio Pierce. Who you draft is everything. Remember, that was the fate of Josh McDaniels in Denver. Who did he decide to draft in the first round? Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow in the first round. And you seen what happened to Josh McDaniels over that. Fucking fired. And that's what he does. But anyway, that's a whole nother situation. But yeah, it matters who you draft, because that's going to start your legacy off as a coach. So I think that we end up doing a small reach, because I wouldn't be mad, because I like Penix Jr. I like about 5, 6, or 7 of these QBs, to be real with you. And I think the Raiders got a good chance to get somebody good. Really, they shouldn't fuck this up. I think you get you a veteran, you get the vet, and then you just don't fuck it up. You just don't fuck this up. Get the veteran and get you one of these young guys and keep it moving and see what happens, man. Now, Josh Jacobs. I want to talk about this. Josh Jacobs, officially a free agent. And if you like me, you want Josh Jacobs to come back. But if you like me, you also know that it's a business, and you know that he ain't been happy with the business side with the Raiders. Even though I think his heart is in Las Vegas, but the business part ain't been there. So I was looking at the story the other day at the top free agents available this season, right? And I looked at the running back market, full of fucking weapons. I'm talking fucking Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, what's his name, Tony Pollard. I wish I had the list in front of me. I can't find my phone. Fucking high as hell. It's OG, but a bunch of good ass running backs available, man, that you ain't seen available at the same time. But guess who tops the list as number one running back free agent? It's Joshua Jacobs. It's Joshua Jacobs. So that tells me, Raider Nation, that it's pretty much inevitable what's going to happen, because with the Raiders going to this 3-back system, hopefully I'm overrating this shit and it don't really mean nothing. But if we're going to this 3-back system, which is the Charger system, if you look at the Chargers over the years, they haven't had a go-to running back. It's been a mix of running backs. And I did a video the other day showing that since they've been doing this 3 running back system, these mix of running backs, the Chargers have been 28th in the NFL in rushing. 28th since 2019, the Chargers are running the ball with this 3-back system with no lead back. And then I said, okay, well, let's look at the Raiders. And since 2019, Josh Jacobs has been number 2 in the whole NFL in rushing. So it's like, I think this lead back thing works pretty good. The proof is in the pudding right there. You know what I mean? You're second overall behind Derrick Henry in rushing the ball. You know, or you go ahead and go with a team that has 3 running backs and they can't do anything. But so that tells me right there, though, if you're really going to believe in that system, then you have really no plans on paying Josh Jacobs. And you really can't. You really can't, because you can't pay him, because he's going to be in high demand. And he's going to have, for the first time in his career, he's going to have the pick of the litter. He's going to have the pick of the litter, Josh Jacobs. He's going to be able to go to any team he wants to, because there's a lot of places to go. Let's think of a few places right now. He can go to New Orleans. Alvin Kamara is on his way out. He's done, bro. Alvin Kamara, if y'all watched him last season, man, Alvin Kamara is out of there now. He can go to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't give a shit about no damn Pacheco. They'll definitely take Josh Jacobs. He can go to the Minnesota Vikings. He can go to the Green Bay Packers. I mean, I know they got Aaron Jones, but there's a lot of places that Josh Jacobs can go and make a difference. So it's going to be real hard for the Raiders to sign him, because you can't offer him $8 million, because I also seen that Josh Jacobs is the only running back out of that whole pool of running backs who can demand 10 million plus. He's the only one who can get a double-digit salary, is what the report is saying. And you had DeAndre Swift on that list. It's a bunch of good running backs coming out this season as free agents. Saquon, a bunch of them, and Josh Jacobs is the number 1 back. So that tells me he's automatically going to explore free agency. I can't be mad at him. Shit, can't be mad at him, Raider Nation. He's going to go explore free agency, and hopefully we can we can find a way to bring him back home, man. Hopefully we can find a way to bring him back home, but we got to do him right. We got to do the right thing, Raider Nation. It's the only way. But before we got out of here, I wanted to get into another player that I really want. He's a free agent. Devin White, linebacker, y'all. Now, I think Devin White got demoted last season in Tampa Bay because he demanded a trade. He fucking hated it there. He didn't think they was going to make the playoffs, thought they was going to be trash under Baker Mayfield like everybody else. He demanded a trade. He didn't get traded. He ended up like 3rd on the depth chart at his position. Now, anybody been watching Devin White since he's been drafted, we already know he a beast. He a Pro Bowl beast, right? So now you can get him on the super cheap because he didn't perform last season. So right now, I'm like, okay, if I can get Spillane with Devin White, with Diablo, man, I got something. I got something, Raider Nation. If I can do that, I got something. So I'm thinking the Raiders definitely should go fucking jump on this Devin White thing before he ends up in Kansas City, before he ends up in Los Angeles with the Chargers or something. But like or with the Rams, the Rams don't pay. They don't play. They fuck around and get their guys. So we're gonna see what happened, man. We're gonna see what happened, Red Nation. But yeah, I want to see them get Devin White. I want to see this shit turn around because we are hurting in the linebacker position. Hurting there. Been weak in the linebacker position for a while now. A good while. So let's see what the Raiders do, man. But that's pretty much my little news for the week. I'm trying to tap in with y'all, man. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if y'all not already subscribed. And the Josh Jacobs jersey, y'all. The Josh Jacobs jersey. I'm gonna have to make a snippet of this and throw it on TikTok too. The Josh Jacobs jersey for everybody who comments, whoever comments the most on that on any of these YouTube videos and likes the most YouTube videos is gonna get a chance to get a free Jacobs jersey, inaugural season 2020. Don't cost you no money. Just whoever I see name on there the most on YouTube right here on the Sports Man. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment your ass off on all these videos. Get you a free jersey, man. Why the fuck not, man? Why the fuck not? So yeah, until then, man, it's your boy the Sports Man. I'm out this bitch. Holla at your boy, man. Like, follow, subscribe. Till next time, Raider motherfucking Nation, y'all. West.